BOSS Bossman Radio. From the heart of the Dirty 30, it's South Alabama's #1 podcast, Drive Time with DJ and KJ.
Good Thursday morning. Welcome to Drive Time, brought to you by Jim Peach Motors and Peach Chevrolet. Good morning, Hot Rod. Chef Adams in. Good morning to you. Jennifer Smith, good morning. Johnny Curtis is in as well. Lisa McGraw, Tracy Miller, good morning, Tracy. Stephanie Johnson Manasco, classmate, good morning. Laura Ross is in. Ricky Thomas, Mark the Shark, good morning to you. Holly Shirley, good morning, Holly. Ronald Kirkland, Aunt B's in. Good morning, Aunt B. T.D. Perry, Mary Blair, Timmy Wiggins, Miss Gale's in. Good morning. Naomi Lindsay, good morning. Fuquay, good morning to you. Bryce Egerton, Sherry Weaver's in. Good morning, Sherry. Tracy Steele's in. Good morning. Tip Wagner, good morning, Tip. Christy Miller's in also. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, Amanda. Darlene Mulder. Allie Sawyer's in. Good morning, Allie, and good morning, Kenwood.
Good morning, DJ. Throwback Thursday.
Throwback Thursday.
Beautiful morning. I'm going to tell you something. That cool weather in the morning got me yesterday. I had that long sleeve shirt on, and it turned off to about 90, 92 yesterday, and I was regretting putting that long sleeve shirt on.
It is nice early in the mornings. It's nice later in the evenings, and of course during the day it's still bumping up a little bit. But that's kind of the way it goes now for a couple of weeks.
It's nice to sit out on the patio in the evening and be able to sit out there and stomach it without that heat being so bad and that humidity being so bad. You know, tell you what, I mean, it's been a brutal summer, has it not?
And it's been a tough one.
I mean, it's been brutal.
Later, more than really what I would. June and July to me were kind of mild compared to what it has been, but man, August and September.
Well, I guess that's what I'm saying too. Like I don't necessarily think that June and July were as hot as like you said, August and September was.
September
rough.
had to break all the records.
It had to.
I mean, it was just.
Was that you? Brutal. It was you yesterday saying that you on the Farmers Almanac saying we're probably going to get snow twice this year.
That's what the Farmers Almanac says.
I tend to believe that thing. I'm like you too. I mean, so anyway, good morning, everybody. There's Raj in, Riley Smith in this morning. Sister, good morning, Whitney.
Morning, Whitney.
Tracy Miller. Good morning, Tracy. Tom James, Jennifer Parker, Ashley Morris, Coach Shell. Good morning, Coach.
Morning, Coach.
Jake Hodge, Gina Hooks. I think you've seen Aunt B there. Leslie Franklin. Good morning, Leslie. Lee Jordan. Good morning, Lee. Holly Hart Shirley and Lori Woodard. Hey, I love it. Since it's Throwback Thursday, I hope Monica will wish a good morning to Little Swimmer. Listen, I couldn't help myself on that. Now, I will tell you this, Butch, great. Thank you. That was a great post. Thank you for doing that. And it means the world to me and many others of us, it does. And we certainly appreciate it and appreciate your friendship. But don't get me wrong, I could not help myself as far as that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. You see what I said? Hashtag I'm so jealous. I wish I could say I was Monica's little swimmer.
Oh yeah.
Didn't you make that kind of clear back a month or so back when when she said she was the one that taught Butch how to swim?
Taught him how to swim.
How would that go with you? Would you still know how to swim? Or would you not? You wouldn't have been paying attention much to swim, would you?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah. Me either. So, good morning, Steve Layton. Rod Kennedy. Good morning, Rod. Danny Smith. Good morning, Danny. I had to come see you today, Danny. Missy Holmes. Good morning to you. Anyway, so did you, and we kind of half talked about it. Did you get your presidential page yesterday from what is that? The presidential emergency broadcast network?
I got it, and I didn't like getting it.
You didn't?
I did not.
Okay, well, You want to elaborate on that, or?
I just, I'm convinced that through our phones and our TVs, they're watching us and listening to us, and I just didn't like it. I just
what? Well, you
little invasive to me.
You think they're watching and listening to us?
Yeah, I know they are.
Have you just come to that conclusion?
No, but I mean, Big Brother's is getting closer. He's always been there. It's just.
But here's the thing. Let me say this. I mean, if it's, in my opinion, something like this is a good thing, because most people have a phone in or around them, and if something does go down, I don't see where that's that terrible of a thing to have. I mean, I do get what you're saying,
but certainly can serve a purpose if it's for an honorable intent. There's no question about that.
And let me say this. I think that current over the last few years, current things that have happened in our country, would kind of get you to. I can see where you think that because of some things. But here's the deal. What do you? I mean, I like
the idea of being off grid, but still being able to get the Krispy Kreme.
Well, here's the problem with that. Okay. If the minute that you picked up a cell phone, I don't care if it was the flip phone 3.
Yeah, I get it.
They've been listening.
I get it. I got it. I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, let me tell you this. They've been listening since. I would go back as far as the 60s and 70s.
Well, sure, they've had they have certainly had that capability, but now I think it's just easy now. I mean, I think we've made it real easy. I'm not sure there's not a master plan there. I don't know.
Well, let me. I
mean, I don't feel like I've been chipped or anything yet.
Let me just say this.
I do check regularly to make sure that I don't see anything different.
Well, let me say this. What was that? What was that movie that this is? Was it iRobot? Anyway, here's the thing. If people or if the government, whatever they want to do as far as that kind of thing goes, there's nothing you can do about it. So my thinking on it is, why worry about something that there's nothing literally that you can do about it?
I'll tell you, my Uncle Roy Stokes, it drove him crazy, like irate. When I was showing him, this was years ago, I was showing him Google Maps. You could pin down, and all of a sudden,
Google Earth.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, I had him in his backyard. He was beside himself. I mean, beside himself. But
oh man, well, listen. Here's what I say to all of that. And I see, so people say, well, it's a new way to wiretap. It's a new way to this, but let me tell you this. I was in the military, and I can tell you that a lot of this, I mean, there's way more going on than just somebody buzzing a cell phone. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that, and I'm going to be real honest with you. That doesn't bother me. And the reason it doesn't bother me is, number one, I'm not a terrorist.
Yeah.
Number two, I'm not talking to Hillary Clinton or any of these, or Donald Trump or any political figure that I need to be worried about talking to. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, let me say this. How do you think that you've been, let's say you and I are having a conversation on this show, and a couple hours from now, you happen to be just scrolling through the internet, and all of a sudden, Amazon.com pops up with the exact thing that you were talking about, and you have not put that in your phone. Yeah. How do you think that happens?
Yeah, I mean,
it's called AI.
Yeah,
artificial intelligence.
Yeah,
they're listening.
Yeah,
they're watching. You know why people at home? You see all. You
think they heard my top 5?
I don't know, but I tell you this: we can send it to them. That's one thing we can do. But there are people on like laptops and stuff that they'll take tape and cover the cameras, and they'll do all that on their phones and all that kind of stuff. I'm not real sure what the whys are for that, but I mean, look, I would hope that the government had a lot better things to do than to worry about what I'm doing. Now, they may not. I may say that, and I may get home today, and there may be a letter in there from the IRS telling me that I got a lot of problems. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, I'm just saying I don't,
I think that you might be a person of concern.
I would be.
Maybe. I mean, with the Dash Bash, the Dash for Cash, your ability to organize, to talk in code. I mean, I could see where you would be viewed as a possible threat. I mean, the way you were so cryptic with the clues, that's a 1% deal, man. I'd watch it.
Well,
make them hit a moving target. That's all I can say.
Hey, I won't be that idiot that's zigging and zagging all the way up Belleville Avenue.
On your way home, start off in West End.
I'm telling you, man.
Come back over.
You're going to be making me drive out all the way to Daggum Scott Road, come around
Get down to the bottom. Jesse, head of the house. I've been an hour and a half.
Where you coming from? The Ford store.
In Tallahassee.
Yeah. I mean, man, that'd be rough. I mean, you know, I'll tell you this, and I will be honest about this. I have been visited before.
So you're in the book.
Well, I mean,
your little page has been folded.
It's been a long time ago.
Folded down.
It's been a long time ago. Let me just say that. So, anyway, we'll leave that alone. But, you know, it's just, I'm like you. I think that could be used for a lot of good, especially if things, you know, if the government needs to reach a lot of people real quick. Now, I see a lot of people commenting on here that they had AT&T and Verizon. They didn't get anything.
Yeah.
So all I can say to that is
that presents a whole nother set of questions. Why didn't everybody get it? I mean, did they pick our numbers to hit?
You know, I don't know. I don't know, but I tell you what, I mean, we can dial up a VPN real quick and we can log into something and find out if you want to.
Tell you what,
do you want to leave the show first?
Can we do that after the show?
Listen, if you're listening, President Trump or any of the national security people in it, we're just playing.
Meet me out in the pasture in Appleton this afternoon, and let me know how it went.
Will you take the antenna and walk around out there till we get a good signal?
Yeah, sure. And I had to brush up my pig Latin.
Yeah. Connie B says she thinks it's redundant. We already have a murder. Well, I agree with that.
Alexa thing, yeah. Never mind. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I agree with that too, but do we have it on a national level like that via the cell phone network? And that may be already in place too. So I don't know. I'm asking that question. Good morning, Mother.
Good morning, Miss James.
MC. Good morning, MC.
Coach Snodaker was in earlier also.
Was he? Well, good morning, Coach D. I mean, I have to get a new nickname for him. Let's see. Yeah, well, LaDon, that's a great point. Good way to find all the phones in prison.
This week.
Let me ask you, okay, for those of y'all that keep your phone on vibrate, on silent.
That's me.
Did it vibrate or did it actually alarm go off?
No, it was mine vibrated.
Okay, so
I was actually holding it.
Okay, so you didn't hear it wasn't.
No,
it didn't override that part of it.
Mine did not.
Okay,
no.
So I didn't know. So mine was on the alarm part of it, so it went off. Good morning, Chevy Ann. JT Jackson Thomas, Charles Happo. Good morning, Happy. Heather Sims, Kimberly Anastasia. Good morning to you, Johnson. I'm sorry, I say that name and I always get that wrong. Greg Fleming, Flembo, good morning. Paul Wayne, good morning to you. Let's see who else has jumped in here. Brian, let's see, Brandy Thorman, good morning to you, Brandy. Kelly Madden, Larry Murphy, Martha Simmons, of course, LaDon, good morning again, LaDon. Kay Luttrell, Susan Rhodes, Alex Gatwood, good morning, Alex. Lewis High Note, Retro, what's going on this morning, Retro? And Alex said she had a Verizon and AT&T phone, and neither one of them went off. But see, here's the thing about that, too. I mean, it gets back into service. I mean, if you don't have good service, how can you expect that phone to go off?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, oh, wow. Kelly said hers was on silent and still alarmed. Like, the alarm went off on it.
Mine did not.
Wow.
I had it in my hand.
Yeah, that's crazy. Did the Obama phones get it? I don't know. Do they still have that program?
I have no idea.
I don't either. I don't know, so I couldn't tell you. Let's see here. There you go. So Carrie Hart said the same thing. She said hers was on vibrate and it went off alarm like an Amber Alert.
You go back to what's the movie? Kind of set up like a James Bond 007 movie.
Oh, Jason Bourne?
No, it has more of a Samuel Jackson's in it. It has a little bit more of a comedic overtone to it.
Pulp Fiction?
No.
God,
what are they called?
Die Hard?
No. He was an evil tech guy, and he gave everybody a phone. And then, like on command, he hit something on his phone, and it made everybody go into a rage.
Oh, I know. I can't think of the name of that. I know.
And there was like a secret society of British guys who had they were agents, and they were kind of intelligence, so to speak. God, what's the name of that movie?
Good morning, Matt Zuccarello.
The Kingsman.
There you go.
The Kingsman.
Terry Beasley.
And Samuel Jackson, he kidnapped or corralled
a bunch of folks
to create another race, and he was going to cull the world.
Good morning, Spike Maxwell, Jerry Halsey, Judy Crane, Lisa Tyndall. Let's see here.
Thank you, Tracy Miller. Yeah, Kingsman.
The Kingsman. There you go. Enemy of the State. Chef Adam, that's that great movie. That's another one right there that, of course, that was more about satellites, I think, and phones and that kind of thing. Of course, hey, we're all talking the same thing. So look at there. Brent Freeman said it best. You're the chosen one.
I don't want to be.
Yeah. I mean, it's your destiny. Yoda has spoken. Connie B, where you at?
It makes me wonder, when you get it, you wonder, like, if the government is in cahoots with the birds and that I'm on to them. Do I get rubbed out? Do I get, am I tipping too much information? Am I creating too much concern?
I know this. I do know that they have drones that are look like birds that they have that fly around.
Well, I don't doubt it.
I do know that.
I don't doubt it. I'm not so sure the last bird I saw was even really a bird.
Speaking of mothers, have you apologized to your mother yet about a certain phone call?
I had lunch with her on Monday, and she's still not aware. She lives in Monroeville, thankfully. So I'm trying to keep her out of here about 30 or 40 days and let this thing blow over.
She still doesn't know about that?
No. Shh.
Do you think you probably need to tell her?
No, I'm gonna play the 30 or 40 day game and let it blow over, and she'll forget about it.
You sure?
It never happened.
Okay, well,
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay. A lot of birds. There are lots of birds in office. Hey, you are correct with that, Connie B. You are correct. Buddy, time, Uncle Buddy. Look at there. Good morning, Uncle Buddy.
Good morning, Uncle Buddy.
Yeah, they do like that. Drones also like bats. DJ don't like bats.
We're going to be back in Municipal Stadium tomorrow, too. Have they addressed that?
Yeah, I don't know. Need to get JoJo to go by out there and Holmes Pest Control and turn that place out.
You better take a gun.
Well, I tell you what,
I'm going to spray. Get this one.
I think
6-pounder.
I'll tell you right now, if anybody can handle it, he can. I'm convinced of that. Yeah, I agree with that, Sherry. You better hope she don't come. I'm gonna tell you that. You better. If I see her pull up in any fashion, and I'm anywhere around, I'm leaving. Because I don't really want her to know that I was any part of that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well.
What?
Yeah. The problem is, I'm gonna tell you something. This air conditioner's still not fixed. Unless I just got hot flashes or something this morning. But I'm just telling you, it's still not fixed. I mean, I'm telling you. I may be wrong, but look at that. Lil's in the press box.
We went and ate Monday. We actually went to Camp 31, and they asked if we had a preference to sit, anywhere to sit. I said, upstairs. I didn't want anybody coming over and said, oh, you were just the best sport. So I said, no. I said, just tuck us in a corner somewhere. And
we want to have a very mother and son lunch and not be fooled with in any way.
Good morning, Mr. Maxwell. On the way home from Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
How about that?
Safe travels.
Yeah, be careful out there. Taylor Derricks, good morning to you. Jane Ward, good morning. Starla Lane, good morning, Starla.
Good morning, Starla.
Hoping to see you in Bruton, Alabama, October the 27th for
Halloween.
Which, by the way, be on the lookout because promos are forthcoming for that. So, anyway, big weekend this weekend, a lot of stuff going on. I was talking to Hal Whitman a while ago. This coming week, I guess is what I'm saying. This weekend and this coming week and next weekend, big weekends, a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. Of course, football games tomorrow night with Neil at Monroe County. Mobile Christian coming to T.R. Miller.
I was excited about this game as I've been about a T.R. Miller football game in a long time. Not saying we're going to win. It's going to be a good. I'm really looking forward to watching that game.
I'm looking forward to it as well.
Tailgate tomorrow too. Remember,
tailgate at 5 p.m. Right field. And I was just fixing to talk about that, Connie. The Bruton Police Department Fishing Rodeo this Saturday at the E.O. Wilson Park, and there's going to be plenty of fish to catch and plenty of help to catch them, and always a big event and a big time. Chef Adam says he's got chicken and sausage gumbo tomorrow and a big announcement.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Real exciting. So can't wait for that. Ready to, number one, I'm ready for the chicken and sausage gumbo, but I'm ready to hear the announcement. Speaking of announcements, I do have the games we're going to post up after the show.
There's no Thursday games
for the pick'ems. No Thursdays. There's no Thursday games. You got
plenty
Friday
of time.
Yeah, you got plenty of time for Friday and Saturday. So we're going to put them out, and we're going to put out the leaders sometime this afternoon. DJ,
it'll probably be tonight.
Okay, no problem.
I'll get it out tonight.
Sure. Life changer, LaShonda. Good morning. Joseph Atkins. Good morning to you. Yes, homecoming shenanigans next week.
I can't wait. My year. Her year too.
Connie B's?
Yeah. 83 and we're 88.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. Yeah, and then you got the Coal Moon Music Festival on the 20th, which would be the following weekend of homecoming weekend. We got, of course, after this weekend, you've got the PCA rodeos. The Chamber of Commerce PCA rodeo starts Thursday night. This coming Thursday. I tell you what, man, a lot of stuff. There's going to be a lot of stuff for homecoming people that want to get into something to get into if they really wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
This year. Plenty. Homecoming and a rodeo at the same time. What would that have meant in 1988, 87?
Well, Hammock would have been around.
I can tell you this. You would not have been able to walk in a grocery store anywhere in this area and bought even a half a dozen eggs.
I'm trying to coordinate a little
you couldn't have done
TP party for Miss Patton's house.
Really?
Next Thursday night.
What I'd like to do, I want to go and let's go get, and if you're down with this, I'm down with it. So you tell me what your thoughts are. I want to go get, and let's fill up the water balloons. Let's fill up the 240 quart ice chest with them, and let's go get up on top of the visitors' bleachers. And let's start.
Let's leave our cell phones at home so we don't get dimed out.
I was about to say we don't want to be followed.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny you talking about that a while ago, but I'm going to tell you this: when I went and hid that money, I left my phone and I took a 1998 Grand Marquis that we took on trade to go hide it because I didn't want any technology following and knowing where I was going. I promise you that happened.
You're a person of interest.
Yeah, that did. So, let's see. We got some birthdays today, DJ.
Ginger Halford has a birthday today.
Ginger Halford has a birthday today. I'll tell you who else has a birthday is Bentley Webb.
Okay, good.
Mike and Kelly's daughter.
Yep. She's senior.
She is. That's right. Jana Bartley has one. Todd Williamson has one.
Happy birthday, Todd.
Happy birthday, Todd. I'll tell you what we missed. I think we missed a couple. Susan Harp had a birthday yesterday.
She did.
Yep. And I just forgot all about saying anything about it. Jessica Langford had one. I think we mentioned a couple more of those, but yeah, anyway, so, a lot of that, and Hot Rod was talking about it a while ago. He was talking about that chip inside of military ID. Well, when you join the military, Hot Rod, you know how it is. You sign your life over, everything. I mean, that's just how it is. So, I mean, hey, you're theirs at that point. I'm telling you, it's getting hot in here. I don't know if it's me. Are you cool? I mean, are you comfortable?
I'm comfortable.
So you don't think it's getting hot in here?
No.
Okay. Well, it must be me then. I'm gonna take it as that anyway. So, Chevy Ann want to know if you wanted to ride to Pensacola.
She knows the answer to that.
Okay. I'm gonna take that as I'll get with you later. Oh, good morning, Miss Jackie Gay. Neighbor, good morning to you. Reed Joyner. Big Lou. Good morning, Bart Till. Was Uncle C's birthday yesterday?
No, it's in November.
Okay. Hope I didn't miss it. No, November. November the what? Do you know?
3rd.
Yeah, I don't know how you remember all this kind of stuff. I don't know how I want you to let us all in a little secret this morning. How can you tell me what number that Randall Mallard wore in 1978 or 8?
He graduated in 78.
Okay.
So 77.
How do you know that? I mean,
don't know, man.
How can you tell me that in the third quarter, 1980, 4 at Cherokee County?
Yeah.
How can you tell me what plays they run on both sides of the ball?
It just sticks.
I mean,
I don't know. It's crazy.
I mean, it is crazy. That's like the first week of the Pick'em thing, and I'm printing off all these things, and I'm thinking to myself, how in the heck am I going to go through and grade all these things? DJ's like, oh, I'll take care of that. And literally like 8 minutes later, he's like, here's the leaders. And I'm like, how does that happen? You know, is that some Rain Man effect like thing, really? I mean, it's got to be that. I mean,
it's probably, yeah. It's, idiot savant, maybe a little more emphasis on the idiot.
I mean, that was a Rain Man. I mean, wasn't that kind of what Rain Man was? So, yeah, I guess maybe that's what it is, Raj. I don't know. I mean, it's something. Early menopause. That's a fact, Holly. No doubt. Tim Ward, good morning, Tim. Miss Barbara Bars, good morning to you. Chevy Ann said you don't have to buy her any food. Just keep her company.
We're going to have snacks. If I go anywhere, there's going to be snacks.
She says you don't have to buy food. She's a cheap date.
$15 ice cream cones or milkshakes, whatever it was.
Well, I can't speak to that. I'm just, I don't know. So eat that donut burger in Pensacola.
Ron sent me a picture of that. We're going to do that.
Is that crispy? Where's that at?
There was the name of a little eatery there, but he sent me a picture of it. So the next time I'm in Pensacola, that's he and I.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm not necessarily I like donuts, but I'd like to try that one time just to see what the sweet and the savory, you know what I'm saying?
Do you ever watch Sharks, the TV show Sharks, entrepreneurs trying
Shark
to get
Tank?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shark Tank.
Yeah.
I was watching it last night and there was two guys. This was not an original airing. This is from a couple of years ago, but two guys started a grilled cheese and soup restaurant. And they have since franchised it a couple of times. They're trying to make a big leap and trying to get a shark investment. They've had incredible sales, had incredible response. The first one was in St. Louis, and now have one in Dallas, I think is where it is. Well, anyway, some of their creations were originals, and one of them was a donut grilled cheese. And Mark Cuban, I think, was the one that asked him, said, are these fried donuts? And they said, no, they're grilled. And it looked very, very tasty is what I'm trying to say, making a long story short. It looked very tasty. A donut grilled cheese.
I love
cheese toast.
I couldn't even fathom something like that, but I was going to say that sounds like it could be really good. But I mean, I never would have put that together.
Yeah.
I mean, that's okay. Well, so after the initial shock of the presidential emergency network wore off yesterday, I was looking through some stuff and reading through some posts, and I see people are still posting polls in certain groups, BMP Sports and War Eagle Roll Tide and all this. And, it seems like that there's a real divide about DJ's top 5 or top 10 for that matter. I mean, it is a real divide in our community.
Well, I haven't even seen the divide. I've seen nobody that has endorsed it openly.
Well, no, there are people that have endorsed the top 5. There are that, but there are there's a lot more people that have not endorsed it, is what I'm saying. So, what do you do? I mean, did you mean to divide?
I didn't. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to push college football to settling their championship on the field like every other sport does.
Right is right.
I mean, everybody else does it.
So what you're saying is
college football.
What you're saying, I agree with that. What you're saying is that there should be like March Madness, but in college football ranks.
Should be. I mean, it's just.
How many teams would you start out with?
For me, I would take all the conference champions.
Okay.
And then maybe find one or two of those schools who don't play in a major conference who have outstanding seasons, and that makes your field. You ought to have to win something to play for something.
Okay.
And basically, if you're deemed a popular team, you get in a watered down playoff format, and if you get hot for 2 games, you're the champ. Come on.
Yeah. Well, here's my thing. I know we've got this, 14 playoff, but at what point weren't they supposed to go to a 18 playoff or something at some point?
I don't know. This format that's in place now is in place, I think, through like 2020 or 2022 or something. So, I mean, it is what it is. So at this point, you're going to always have multiple national champions every year. There's no clear-cut best team. And this is a shame to waste 4 months of our time and not have any resolution at the end.
Ronald Kirkland said he heard Paul Feinbaum likes it.
I imagine he does. He's a Bammer.
Oh, man.
So all I can really do is this, if you beat the team you play that particular Saturday, congratulations.
To answer your question, Hot Rod, I have not spoke to Tanya. Have you spoke to Tanya lately?
I have not.
So, no, we have not. And we understand he got a different job and he might have had to went back to work.
So, he did change jobs.
Yeah. So that's all we really know at this point in time. I want to speak to something else too. We've been kind of putting off doing the first War Eagle Roll Tide show. And I'm going to tell you, after the way I've seen people react to these top 5s and 10s, I'm a little bit concerned about doing it. And that's why we have, would you agree? That's why we've kind of put it off, that we've been a little bit concerned.
A little concerned.
We might have to have some security somewhere, wherever we have it at.
Yes, that's been a concern.
Yeah. So, I tell you what, I don't know what kind of, is this a gas line that they're putting in?
I don't know what they're putting in. It looks like it's an extension of the gas line. Yes. That's the same in the little workhorses or whatnot. That's the same thing they were using
down the road. So yeah, it appears to be the same project. Yeah. That's been going on a long time.
Yeah.
Hasn't it? I mean, a while. Anyhow, so, or Are we going to get to a point where we're going to do a War Eagle Roll Tide or a show? Or
I would like to. It's like anything else, logistics and timing and.
Oh, I agree with that. I'm just take all that out. I'm talking about the absence of T-Bone.
That makes it tough.
I mean, he's disappeared.
Yeah. I hope he's okay.
I mean, do you think this is calculated, coordinated? Do you think
you never know with him?
Do you think maybe he's actually editing The Legend of Bellevue, and maybe that might be fixing
it could be. I don't know. His mind works in a lot of different ways.
Has he been to your residence lately?
He has not.
Okay, so there ain't no fresh footage that you know of.
No.
Okay. Let's see. How about this? Do it as a panel of Bama fans and Auburn fans. Bama fans. I don't know. I mean, a lot of them might. So look at Halsey. We got to get Halsey back in here.
He's coming tomorrow.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he'll be here tomorrow.
I'll tell you something, man. We had a conversation we never got to finish.
Yeah.
You remember, we got kind of carried away in here with Halsey, and I want to hear some more Halseyisms.
We're going to pick it up tomorrow. He'll be here with us.
If you will. Anyhow, for you Bama fans, I will let y'all in on a little secret. Trent Richardson has joined the Drive Time group, and
was he the guy that dropped the touchdown pass in the comeback game?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. He's also the guy that got a scratch on his knee and had to go out of plenty of,
can we get him to come on
4 or 5 games? He friended me on Facebook. I guess I can message him and see if he would come on by.
Got to do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Have some fun with him.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you something. If you decide to jump on him, you got it by yourself.
Oh, no. There won't be any of that. Let's go talk football.
Yeah, okay. I'm good with that.
Football.
Ooh. Halsey said breakfast on him. Well, listen, Halsey, I think Chef Adam is bringing sausage and, what was it? Something gumbo. I can't think of what anyway. So I think there you go. He's bringing gumbo tomorrow, Halsey. So that'll be good. Real good. Anyhow, so for you Bama fans that love Bama, there is a true Bama fan amongst you. So, and we obviously welcome Trent into the group. We should have done that the other day when he
joined the Drive Time.
Yeah, he did, for real. Yeah, that's a fact.
Wow.
He's part of the group. Y'all can look that up. And, but welcome Trent. And, Nick Etheridge, good morning to you. Heather Godwin, good morning to you. Brandon Swain, good morning. Yeah, I think he signed. That's
pretty cool.
He signed some contract or something to play football with some team in Birmingham or something, didn't he? And I don't know what kind of league they're affiliated
He's from
with.
Pensacola, correct?
Yeah. Tracy Miller said she need to remind her to tell the story of her meeting him.
He was a great player.
I'm going to tell you something. Tracy and Rusty are Auburn fans.
Yeah.
Through and through.
Trent was a great player.
Oh, no, he was.
He was a great player.
No doubt.
I want to say that he finished maybe runner-up for the Heisman Trophy.
He did.
Yeah.
If he hadn't been injured, injuries, I think, is what kept him down. If he could have stayed injury-free, I believe he would have. He did way, way bigger things.
Yeah.
Look at Rod. Rod's taking advantage of getting somebody to bring him a little breakfast if they don't mind.
I'll still hook him up.
The new professional league that's being formed. Okay. I knew it was something. I saw where he had signed with somebody up there. I thought it was Birmingham.
Raj with Country Express, and of course Halsey with New Better You. They've been season-long sponsors of T.R. Miller and WSNL football and the Coaches Show. I certainly appreciate them doing that.
Have you stopped in and got any of that chicken yet that looked so good on the side of that truck?
I have not, but I'm going to.
I have.
It's on my. Is it as good as the picture?
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, it was good. And I would call myself. You look at me and tell. I would call myself a fried chicken connoisseur.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it was good. Yeah, it was real good. So, if you want some good wings, I've not had the wing, but their wings are as good as the chicken.
I've had the Philly steak and cheese sandwich.
Okay.
there at the
You
location.
said it was delicious.
No, I've had it a couple of times there at the location across from Alabama Power.
Get some chicken.
Okay. I like chicken.
I don't know how they do it. It's got a real good flavor. It's not spicy,
okay,
but it's got a real good flavor to it. And I don't know how they cook it, so I wish I could tell you. But she stuck her foot in her mouth, not knowing who he was. I'm guessing you told him how big Auburn fan you were, or that Alabama wasn't what you thought they were. And neither one of them is fine, Tracy. So don't worry about that. We're good. Nobody's going to be mad about that. So 92 entries into the Pick'em contest last week. 92.
That's a good number.
Yeah.
Certainly up from the 53 that was there in week 1.
I was going to say, I want to see that number over 100 this week. I want to see that number over 100.
Even though we're going to post them a little while, can we run through what the games are just so people can start getting brain power?
Absolutely.
T.R. Miller, Mobile Christian.
You got to memorize, so I don't need to pull this up, I guess.
W.S. Neal, Flomaton.
Yep. Bayside. No, Bayside and Flomaton.
Bayside, Flomaton, W.S. Neal, Monroe County.
That's right.
Enterprise and Central Phoenix City.
Houston Academy and
Slocum.
Slocum.
So that'll be the 5 high school games. T.R. Miller, Mobile Christian.
It's a name I ain't heard in a while.
W.S.
We
Neal,
used to be
Monroe.
in the region with them, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
Houston Academy, Slocum. Flomaton, Bayside. And Enterprise, our good friend David Faulkner, and Central Phoenix City. The 5 high school games. The 5 college games. Auburn, Mississippi State. Texas, Oklahoma. Florida State, Miami. That's going to be a big rivalry game, just like the Red River Shootout. We have LSU and Florida, which I think is going to be a great game.
Yeah,
down in the swamp. That's going to be a great game.
I'm anxious to see that game too.
In Kentucky and Texas A&M. So a lot of coin flips again.
I tell you this, JP, the coach, big Miami fan.
He loves them games.
Let's go ahead and make our picks now.
Okay.
When we always do.
Well, let's back up. Let's go to the high school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's start with T.R. Miller, Mobile Christian. Coach Cottrell bringing his boys up from Mobile Christian in the Municipal Stadium, and probably one of the most, would you say, I don't know the term I'm looking for, but people are ready to see this game.
This is and people are looking forward to this.
Probably one of the most anticipated ball games in recent history.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Mobile Christian's beaten us each of the last 2 years in very competitive games. They're going to be the favorite tomorrow night, and they probably should be. But I'm going to go with the Tigers, and that's not being a homer. I saw enough at Hillcrest last week to know that these guys are going to do enough things right. They're well coached. They're going to take care of the football, and they're going to find a way to win it.
I'm going with T.R. Miller as well. I'm not being a homer. I told you last week, and I didn't call that game, but I said to you, I went with T.R. Miller not about being a homer. I really felt like Miller could, play and at least compete in that game. Your word, compete.
Yeah. So I'm going with them until they buck me.
Yeah. Flomaton and Bayside. I'm gonna tell you, that's a tough one right here.
Here's what is interesting about that game. If Flomaton beats Bayside, Flomaton punches their ticket to the playoffs.
Yep.
For the first time since they've been in 3A.
They also punch Miller's, don't they? And
in doing so, it would also punch T.R. Miller's ticket.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Flomaton, first time in a decade, you said?
First time since they've been in 3A.
Okay.
They've been up there, I think this will be their 5th and 6th year playing in it. So that'd be a good step for them.
Sure.
And we talked about before the season started, Flomaton was an under-the-radar team. Their skill position players especially are really, really good.
Yeah.
Bayside's going to have a tough time matching up with their speed and their quickness and overall athleticism. That'll be tough for them. One thing I saw at Bayside that I was impressed with from Bayside was how physical they were. I knew they were smart. I knew they would do what they did, and they would do it well. I was surprised at the point of attack how physical they were willing to be. If they were willing to do that Friday, they're going to have a chance to beat the Hurricanes. They'll have a chance. But I'm going to go with Flomaton.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm going to go with Flomaton as well. I think Flomaton, that gritty win against Atmore.
Oh yeah,
last week. I mean, I think I just think Fulton is poised to win this game. So, W.S. Neal, Monroe County, at Monroe County.
Neal coming off an open week. Andros had a chance to
get a little healthy,
regroup, catch their breath a little bit. I think, and once again, there will be games in the future that I'm going to pick against W.S. Neal. This is not going to be one of them. This is not a homer pick. I think Neal's going to beat Monroeville.
Yeah, I think Neal's due for a win, and I think they'll take care of Monroeville. T.R. Miller East and Slocum.
Once again,
for those of y'all know who that is, that's Houston Academy.
Once again, Houston Academy in the last, I think, 2 years didn't win a game. Right. And they're sitting here at 4-1 at the halfway point.
Only lost to Pike County.
And that game was
by the way,
I think a 3-point game and a half.
Right. It wasn't a blowout at the end, was it? I mean,
I think it ended up being a couple of touchdowns.
Yeah.
But no, it was right. Maybe 3 touchdowns. But at half, it was a very competitive game.
Sure.
I'm going to go with T.R. Miller East. I'm going to go Houston Academy.
I don't know anything about Slocum. So I know that Slocum used to, they were subject to put a football team on the field from time to time. I mean, I know they played Miller. Didn't Miller lose to them once or twice up there?
I think we lost once to them, maybe.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to go with Houston Academy as well. I think they may be on a little roll there. And I don't know what the rest of their season schedule looks like. You may have looked at it.
They're 4-1. This is a region game. You got to think they're getting awfully close to punching their ticket as well.
Is Pike County in their region?
It is. They are.
Okay. So who all is in that region? Do you know?
I want to say Opp,
okay.
Pike County, Houston Academy, Slocum.
Okay. Where's Strawn at? Is Strawn not?
I don't know if Strawn's 3A or 4A. If Strawn is 3A, they are probably a region game as well.
Okay.
You would assume that Daleville is maybe. I'm not sure. Geneva, I think, is in there with them.
Right. Okay. Enterprise, Central Phoenix City.
Our buddy David Faulkner, teammate of mine and the head coach at Enterprise. In this instance, I'm going to be pulling for him. But Central Phoenix City, I think they're really good.
Yeah. I was going to say, I Curtis, that I do some dog training with, is from up that way, and he kind of follows those guys. He said they're pretty stout. I'm going to go with Phoenix City as well. Auburn, Mississippi State.
Well, Auburn back in the top 5 for the first time after being out for a couple of weeks. Gus finally has them turned around, and of course, I think it showed last week with their performance offensively, especially across the line. And I look for them to continue to build on that, and I look for Auburn to be impressive and start Vegas. I'm going Auburn.
I'm going with Auburn as well. The Noles or the Canes? Is that a toss 'em, pick 'em? What is that?
The Noles have looked so bad a couple of different times, and they've got better players than that. It just looks like it's in disarray. I'm going to go with the U.
Picking the U.
I'm going with the U.
So you think Mark Richt can get it done?
I think he's going to get it done this Saturday.
Now, both teams have the same record.
Going with the U, baby.
Going with the U. Okay. I'm gonna tell you, that's a tough one on me, but I hate Florida State enough to tell you I'm gonna go with Miami as well, because I just don't like Florida State. Texas and Oklahoma,
the Red River Shootout.
I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you I'm gonna have to go with Oklahoma on this one. I don't think Fisher's got those guys to that point yet. And I may eat those words, but I just don't think he has.
This is actually my upset special of the week.
You going with Texas?
I'm going with UT.
Okay. LSU, Florida. I'm going with the Tigers.
I'm going to go with the Gators.
Okay.
They're down at the Swamp. Nice win for the Gators last week on the road at Start Vegas. I think they kind of keep the momentum going. I'm going with the Gators.
Okay. Kentucky and Texas A&M. I got to go with the Wildcats.
I've talked about my bias towards the Wildcats and my unwillingness, to probably give them the fair consideration that they've been deserving of. They're, 5-0.
It's kind of hard not to.
It's hard not to, but there's just something inside me that won't let me recognize them. I'm going to go with Jimbo Fisher, who I think is the best coach in the conference, and I'm going to go with the Aggies.
Okay. Well, there you have it. So Jerry Halsey in tomorrow, Chef Adam in tomorrow for Flashback Friday, Freaky Friday, something Friday. We'll figure all that out tomorrow. I know one thing. We got to get out of here.
All right, it's been a great Thursday morning. Appreciate all of you spending some of your day with us. Hope y'all go on and have a great rest of the Thursday afternoon, and hope you'll have some time to be with us tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. Love y'all.
Janet, who can I turn to? Give us something I could hold on to. Do you think I'd like the others before? We saw your name and number on the wall. Johnny, I got your
Thank you for tuning in to the Dirty 30's #1 broadcast, Drive Time with DJ and KJ. Tune in next time when you'll hear DJ say,
Good morning, and welcome to this edition of The Feel Good.
Why do we like this guy? He's basically a stalker.